Welcome to Ottawa Hills High School, the Toledo Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week, featuring the Lady Green Bears of Ottawa Hills and the Cardinal Stritch Cardinals. Hi everyone, my name is Mick Gonzalez. I'm joined here by Mike Bauman, the guy we affectionately call Bomber. And well, Bomber, you know what? We got a couple of teams here in Cardinal Stritch. They got a new coach here in Terry Mernon. They got, they got their leaders out there. They're looking to try and turn things around here in the TAC.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they've got Sine and Zaborski are the two seniors, and they're really going to need Zaborski tonight because she's a 5'10 forward center, and they're going to need her to guard the other girl on the other side. Haley Jalecki is a 6-foot junior. And then you've got Avendroth, who's 17.1 points per game, the TAC co-player of the year last year. Sean Mercer's in his 10th year now. They were 19-3 and 12-0 in league play. Plus you got Simone Reed, another senior for those guys. They need to find a way to contain all those talented players for the Green Bears tonight. So 6-15, 6-6 last year for the Stritch Cardinals. We got to see how they can defend a team like this so early in the year, especially since they're winless right now.
Well, I tell you, on the other side of the slate, you got the Ottawa Hill Green Bears. And the thing is with them, obviously all eyes right now are on Lauren Avendroth, as she's just a few points away from scoring 1,000 points in her career here at Ottawa Hills.
Yeah, she's a great player. She's a playmaker. She can score. She can get to the bucket. And they're going to need some help from the juniors tonight, Stritch that is, to help defend, because when they get the ball movement going on the other side and swing it inside and out between Reed and Jalecki and Avendroth, as you mentioned, that's a pretty tough tandem to defend. And right now, they're coming off a 20-point win against Delta. So it's going to be a tough challenge for Stritch tonight, but games like this early in the year will make you better as the season goes on.
Well, it should be an interesting one here as the Lady Cardinals get ready to go against the Lady Green Bears. We'll have the opening tip when we come back, right here on the Toledo Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week. Welcome you back here for the opening tip. As the opening tip now goes to Ottawa Hills. There's right there the lady of the hour, Lauren Avendroth, with the ball. Sending it back over here on the near side. Nancy Rump tries to go inside, gets it back over on the left wing there for Deckenbach. Tessa sends it back over to Rump out top. Rump with it again. Rump looking to try and go in, over in the right wing, the right corner. Rump holding on, tries to get it down low, inside underneath, and up and easy for Caroline Arnos.
Yeah, that time she was just wide open under the hoop, Mick. Nice find, nice shot.
As Cardinal Stritch will bring it up. Now they try to go inside, over on top of the key. Of course, we'll be looking for Zaborski as you got a whistle. The ball will go back over to Ottawa Hills.
Yeah, that time just an errant pass there by Stritch. Early turnovers, you got to be careful and take care of the ball against a good team like the Green Bears.
Almost losing the ball there is Rump, gets it down low underneath, and it goes off, no good. Rebound grab by the Lady Cardinals.
You see that time up the floor, Cardinal Stritch going into a 2-3 zone, try to eliminate some of that penetration by the Green Bears offense.
Moving it down on the right wing there was Catafias. Over in the corner, Niehaus back out top. And it goes, misfires there as it goes out of bounds. But they're going to say it was tipped by the Green Bears, so it's going to stay with Cardinal Stritch.
Yeah, that time just getting in the passing lane, nice tip. Otherwise, that would have been 2 straight turnovers on the Cardinals in their 2 consecutive possessions. So that's going to be key, Nick. They got to be able to take care of the ball.
Well, as the ball played over on the left side. Now they swing it around, trying to drive underneath this Catafias. Her pass is picked off. And And it's knocked out of bounds by the Cardinals. It'll stay with Ottawa Hills.
Good defense that time, but once again, Cardinal Stritch early on here, not making smart decisions passing the basketball. You're not going to be able to do those lofty, soft passes against a team that went 19-3 and undefeated in league play. You got to make them crisp, and you got to have them on target.
Well, here's a long shot. Good. Looked up. Well, it was a 2-point shot. So it's now 4-0. Stritch looking for an answer. So it's played inside. They have some trouble there as they scramble for it. Continues to be, and they're going to put the thumbs up. And the possession arrow goes the way of Cardinal Stritch. We got a timeout on the court here as it's 4-0 right now. Ottawa Hills leading Cardinal Stritch here early on in this ball game.
Yes, Terry Murnan taking a timeout right now, Mick. I mean, Cardinal Stritch isn't just taking the ball very good care of the ball offensively, rather. Their first couple of possessions, they've got 2 turnovers now in their first 4 possessions, so that's going to be key, and especially if you want to get some points on the board with those tough girls in the middle for Ottawa Hills, you got to take care of the basketball.
So the ball inbounded here is trying to battle here is the Cardinals trying to get those first points of the ball game. And over in the corner, underneath, Catafias puts it up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Rumpf.
Not bad that time by Catafias, but I would have liked to see her take 1 or 2 more dribbles and get closer into the basket instead of just turn around and gunning like that. She got a much better shot if she would have kept pursuing the basket.
And a couple of bank shots go no good. Stritch with the rebound. Here's Catafias looking to drive inside, throws it up, and it does not go. And they're going to say it went off of the Green Bears, so it's going to stay with Stritch.
Another wild shot that time by Catafias. I mean, she beat the defender, got into the paint, but just take your time, girl. You'll be able to get to the basket. So far, Ottawa Hills doing a good job controlling the tempo of this game.
Stritch with the ball. Again, we've got a whistle, and this one's going to send the ball the other way.
Good man-to-man defense, or I should say woman-to-woman defense so far by the Green Bears. And they have something to do with those bad passes right now that Stritch is making. They're forcing them to pick up their dribble before they want to.
Well, they try to go up, and we got a whistle and a foul. And Lauren Avendroth is going to go to the line.
Fans pretty pumped up tonight. The student bodies come out in droves. I don't know if it's shower night or bath night or whatever it is tonight, but they've got the bathrobes and the shower caps on. So.
Well, she sinks the first one. That gets her a point closer. And she misses the second one, so she's 1 for 2 from the line. Here come the Cardinals, a long pass down court, picked off. Now the Green Bears bringing it back up. Avendroth thought about the 3, passes it off, and we have a whistle. And it's going to go back over to Cardinal Stritch.
Yeah, the student body pretty pumped up there. They wanted Avendroth to keep the ball and try to get closer to her 1,000th point in her career. And I tell you, that's a pretty good accomplishment, Mick, for a high school basketball player.
Stritch trying to get on the scoreboard. Here's a long one, no good. We have a whistle. So with 3:49 to go, Cardinal Stritch looking to inbounds. So you've got a couple of substitutions already here early on in this ball game. Having trouble to inbound it there was Amanda Sine, but now here's Catafias with the ball. Sends it down low, but right into the hands of, I believe that was Rumpf, or actually that was Tessa Deckenbach, as it's sent down back the other way, and Ottawa Hills trying to cash in here as they lead it right now, 5-0.
And so far, 5 turnovers right now for Cardinal Stritch, Mick, and there's still 3.5 minutes to go in this first quarter.
Well, the good news for them is they're only 5 points away. Well, check that, make that 6 now as Nancy Rumpf sinks a first free throw. Second free throw, in and out, no good. Rebound grab by the Cardinals. They trail by 6, so basically it's a 2-possession game right now, Mike.
Yeah, I mean, and so far the turnovers have been the story. They're just, part of that's the defense on Green Bear's part, but part of it's just careless passing and a couple of those drives by Catafias. I mean, she probably could have 4 points right now, but she shot the ball a little bit before she got to the hoop, but she's a junior, she'll get it.
Simone Reed tipped that one out on that pass, and here's another tip pass out of bounds. So you talk about that defense of Ottawa Hills. They've been really showing their stuff here early on.
Yeah, they've got some pretty tall players. I mean, you've got Arnos at 5'11", Rumpf, a pretty good sized guard, 5'8" guard. So, I mean, they've got pretty good defenders out there that can get in those passing lanes and tip those balls, which is why you got to make smart, crisp passes against this defense because, once again, undefeated in tack play, they're going to be ready for those kind of situations.
Bank shot attempted there by Marissa Catafias, but it didn't go. Right now, Cardinal Stritch just not able to get anything on track right now as we have a timeout on the court here with 2:59 to go in this opening quarter. And it is 6-0. Green Bears on top here on the Toledo Sports Network.
From the kitchens of Italy to you, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Arturo's Pizza Kitchen, 385 East Andres in Northwood. Hungry? Call Arturo's, 419-698-1641.
Since 1938, Gladio Do-It-Best Home Center has been synonymous with hardware, landscaping, plumbing, and your electrical needs. At our all-new store, we have another specialty, trains. Trains are a great hobby for kids of all ages. Gladio leads the way in keeping that hobby alive. They have all the major brand names, plus the largest selection of train accessories. Gladio Do-It-Best Home Center, Navarre, just east of Pearson Park. Gladio, we have great prices, but we specialize in service.
La Scola Italian Restaurant on Airport Highway prepares and serves classic Italian food.
This food is a significant part of our lives. It's the way we were raised. Come share our tradition, our heritage, and of course our food.
Local owners, great food and service. La Scola.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
Welcome back here to Ottawa Hills as play underway once again. Here comes the Lady Green Bears in their white uniforms with green and black trim. And here's a 3 attempt. Good! 1,000 points for Lauren Avendroth as she sinks a tray to give her 1,000 exactly.
Great accomplishment for this young lady. TAC Co-Player of the Year last year, arguably one of the best individual talents in the area for girls basketball. And she does it in pretty good fashion here tonight on a wide-open three. The students are over here going crazy. Congratulations to Avendroth.
Lauren Avendroth with her 1,000th career point on a three-point shot. They stop play here. They give her the basketball, and all her teammates congratulate her, and she gets to take some pictures, and my goodness. And as you said, she's got the support here of the Ottawa Hills fan base. All the students here, a lot of them in bathrobe attire.
Sean Mercer's got to be proud, too. This is his 10th year as a head coach at Ottawa Hills. And, you know, players like this don't come around too often, Nick. And to have a leader like they have on their team, that's huge. Because you look at the history of girls basketball the last 10 years or so, all the really great teams had at least one or two girls that were really, really good. You look at Waite with Charisse Eulis, and then Natasha Howard last year. Central Catholics had several good ones along the way, but for Ottawa Hills to get a gem like they have at Avendroth, that's a pretty special thing.
Absolutely. There's a timeout on the court right now to clear all the confetti and all the stuff that they threw once they got the Lauren Avendroth got her 1,000th point. And she got her first 4 points of the ball game. She got on a free throw and a three-point basket. She was at 996 and went straight from 996 to 1,000 courtesy of the free throw and a three-point basket. So as soon as they get things cleared off here, we'll be ready to roll again. But again, congratulations, Lauren Avendroth, 1,000 points. Looks good on you.
Looks real good. Especially if you want to try to play at the next level, too. If you can have that type of scoring ability. She's got pretty good size at 5'10". So even at the college level mix, she'll probably be a wing player. So very versatile player, 17.1 points per game last year, like I said, and helped lead a team that went 19-3 and 12-0 in league play. So they certainly have the foundations to build on something and possibly win the TAC again this year. And then on the other side, if you're Terry Mernon, right now you just want to get your girls to settle down because they knew they were going to see the 1,000th point tonight. Now that it's happened, now it's time to focus, get back to basketball because they really could be in this game, Mick, if they didn't have, 5 turnovers with, almost 3 minutes to go so far.
Well, the Cardinals with the ball as they move it back up as Katie Schneider driving, gets in. Let's go with one from 14. Bank shot, no good. Rebound, Simone Reed of Ottawa Hills as she brings it up court. Reed sends it over on the right side. Here is Avendroth again for another shot, and it's good. A deuce there for Avendroth. Makes it 11-0.
And you see the versatility in the offensive game there. She doesn't let the defender phase her, gives her a little pump fake, takes a couple of dribbles and gets a better shot. She's got 6 of their 11 right now.
Oh, they're saying that one went off of Avendroth, but from where I was sitting, Marissa Catafias caught a break there. Ball inbounded. Zaborski drives, puts it up, good. So Marissa Zaborski puts up 2 and gets the Cardinals on the board.
Senior co-captain, good dribble drive that time by Zaborski, and they're going to need her help on the defensive end too, down and low in the post, especially with Haley Jarecki, who's another tough player on this Ottawa Hills lineup, a 6-foot center. That's a pretty tall girl to be dealing with in girls basketball, Mick, especially at this level. I mean, it's not too often you see girls over 6 foot, and usually when you do, they're pretty good because they have that size advantage. So they're going to need to see her on the defensive end stepping up as well.
As Jarecki just missed the shot there, the Cardinals bring it back up. $1:45 to go here in the quarter. And here's Catafias, kicks it back out, but she kicked it out too far out of the reach of Marissa Zaborski, so.
And you saw that time when she went baseline, the defensive help was there right away, Mick. I mean, Ottawa Hills communicates well. Right now, this man-to-man defense is really forcing Cardinal Stritch out of whatever comfort zone they had a little bit earlier in the game in their first couple of possessions. They're starting to take away those dribble drives now.
There's the backdoor pass. Its shot is up and good by Avendroth, so count it +1.
Good feed that time and a little back screen. She caught her right in stride, and that time the defense was not able to get over quick enough for Cardinal Stritch and got her with the blocking foul.
3-point play the traditional way from Lauren Avendroth. And it's a 14-2 lead.
Full court pressure right now by the Ottawa Hills defense, and why not? They're forcing the turnovers.
And they force another one here as the ball scooped up there by Caroline Arnos. She gets it down low, gets it back. Now sends it over on the left side. Moving around is Tessa Deckenbach. She plays it down low to Arnos, but Arnos traveled with it. So with 1 minute and 6 seconds to go, Stritch will get the ball back. See if they can double their offensive output.
Well, right now in the press, Mick, they got to have somebody flash into the middle of the court, because when you get it in the corners like that, that's what the press is designed to do, is trap you and force you into making mistakes, and that's exactly what they're doing right now.
Well,
perfect time for a timeout by Myrna.
Yep, Stritch had to take the timeout because they could not get it over the timeline. Here with 56 seconds to go in the quarter, 14-2 your score here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Hi there, I'm Nick with A+ Building Maintenance. Do you have unwanted junk at your home? Is your garage cluttered? Your attic need clean? Do you have unwanted appliances? Here at A+, we offer trash removal, hauling, and light demolition. We can even clean out your rental units and tame your overgrown lots. We offer trash trailer rentals as well. We drop off, you load, and we take away, or our uniform staff can load it for you. Visit us today at ToledoHandyman.com or call 419-478-1542.
Thanks. The timeout called by Stritch is over. The ball is inbounded here, and boy, oh boy, that almost had disastrous results there for Stritch. Catafias being hounded there nicely by Arnis. Gets it over here on the other side. Trying to drive inside. The shot blocked there by Jarecki as she swatted back the shot from Sarah Indereden. Now here is Avendroth. Three-pointer, count it. Lauren Avendroth now lighting it up.
12 of the 17 points for the Green Bears. She's on pace for 40 right now, Mick, if the Stritch defense can't find a way to help out a little bit. I mean, if I was Cardinal Stritch right now, I would probably just leave the zone and go to a man and just double team her every time she gets the ball, because she's too good in space and she's got a hot hand right now. She's pumped up. She got her 1,000th career point.
Now driving inside, Zaborski tried to pass it. It went off of Arnis. So the ball will stay with the Cardinals. 12.8 seconds left in the quarter.
Just a little bit too late on the pass. Gasser was open for a split second, but Arnis is doing a great job defensively right now.
And a tough pass in there was picked off. Here's Jarecki coming back as they whistle it down, and I believe it may have been a travel here against the Green Bears. 7.6 to go here in the quarter. And again, another pass blocked by Arnos, picked off now here by Avendroth. She lets go with one. Oh, it came up short, and Rump tried to put it up, but she ran out of real estate as it was underneath the basket. So we've played one quarter here, a historic one here for Lauren Avendroth, as she gets her 1,000th point and then some. Here in the opening quarter, 17-2 your score here on the Toledo Sports Network High School Basketball Game of the Week.
Welcome to the Hungry Eye, Toledo's original sandwich maker, founded in 1975 and brought back to you for your dining experience. Preparing delicious foods has been a significant part of Gus Nicolaitis and Musa Saluk's lives, and they've brought this back for you. Now the tradition continues at the Hungry Eye. Every dish is prepared with the same level of passion found in our family's kitchen. Join us for a great lunch or dinner at the Hungry Eye, 6060 Renaissance Place in Sylvania. Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide Lime and Hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com.
Know that cozy, warm feeling when you cover up with that big comforter? Seagate Roofing can blow in Owens Corning Attic Cat insulation, and your whole house can have that same feeling. Owens Corning Attic Cat is the new way to insulate. In our area, you should have 18 inches of attic insulation. Take advantage of Seagate Roofing's introductory offer. Save money 2 ways. Our introductory offer and on those rising heating bills. Call Seagate today. Start saving money and stay cozy without the comforter.
244-LEAK Seagate.
With the holidays quickly approaching, that special gift for that special person is becoming harder to come by. Why not make a lifetime of memories your gift to that special someone? A video montage of you or your family makes a fantastic gift for your loved ones, and it's a gift from the heart. Creative Video Imagery can produce a video montage with any type of picture and also insert video and transfer old movies to VHS. Now, time is limited for this holiday season, so call today for a gift that lasts a lifetime, a video montage from Creative Video Imagery.
Quarter number 2 getting ready as it's underway here, as right now Ottawa Hills with a 15-point lead. Stritch with the ball. Swinging around there was Sine, and Amanda gets it back from Schneider.
Yeah, right now down by 15 points. If you're Stritch, just you want to try to get into a rhythm with your offense, get the ball moving around, make some crisp passes, and just possession by possession, take care of the basketball. It's the only way they're going to get back in this game.
As Arnos breaks up that pass intended for Allie Niehaus. Stritch still with possession. Passed all the way out top. Here's Katie Schneider. Again, they try to move inside. Here's a jumper off the rim, no good. Simone Reed with the rebound. She'll send Lauren Avendroth on her way. Avendroth lays it down low nicely, and a nice feed to Zarecki.
Great job that time. Lobbing it over the defense, and you see now Ottawa Hills just back it off in the press, up by 17 points. But if you're Stritch, you got to communicate, because this is a very, very good basketball team you're facing, probably one of the best you're going to face all year. You got to communicate defensively and offensively, because these girls are quick and they're good.
They were double teaming Amanda Sine there, and the foul is called on Tessa Deckenbach. So Sine will inbound, one of the captains. Gets it back from Zaborski. Now here is Zaborski underneath, put it up too high off the glass. However, the rebound following up. Oh, good effort at least by Niehaus, but she couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, Zaborski that time a little wild on the layup. It seems like they're used to that pressure now defensively, so when they do get an open look, they're almost not real sure what to do with it. They just got to take their time, gather themselves, and just play good fundamental basketball.
Reed with the miss, and now here come the Cardinals back up. Again, the Green Bears defense swarming. Here's a shot off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Arnos. Now she's trying to start up. Circles back. Now the pass down, all the way down. Here's Reed, and she's fouled as she went up for the shot, so she'll go to the charity stripe.
And once again, Mick, you could hear Mernon over there yelling out, find your player defensively. I mean, there's no excuse when a girl gets a rebound like that and she's down here dribbling for 3 or 4 seconds for the rest of the team to get back and find who they're guarding on defense.
And Reed calmly sinks the first one.
Reed's had a pretty good game tonight with Arnis defensively, cleaning up the glass. And offensively, she's finding a way to get space down low, too, as well.
Well, she's 1 for 2 at the charity stripe, and it's a 20-2 ball game. Marissa Katafias sends it down low. Zaborski out in the left wing. Here's a shot. That one hit the outside of the rim, but getting her own rebound there was Sine, but she misses it. And now coming back, here's Deckenbach. Here's Reed up with the shot there as she just bowled over a Cardinal there. We have a whistle.
Yeah, right now Mernon upset that there wasn't a charge call on that play, and the referee, I think, is saying that her feet weren't set. But, you know, that time Reed just being aggressive, taking it to the basket, and on a play like that, Nick, you know, you got to have a call. You can't have a no call on a play like that when two bodies go down. The referee's got to make sure to do something about that contact.
Avendroth too strong on that one. Zarecki tries to save it, but right into the hands of Zaborski. Now here's Katafias with the ball. Marissa sends it over on the right side, gets it back. Out underneath, here's Zaborski in the paint, kicks it back out. Katafias swings, let's go with the shot, good! A two-pointer there for Marissa Katafias, makes it 20-4.
Yeah, she's been a little spark plug out there so far. She's had a couple of good shot attempts, but that time she finally got that one to fall.
And there's Avendroth with the answer. And now another timeout called, this time I believe by Cardinal Stritch.
WMNT TV, channel 48 and 58, the spirit of Toledo.
Another timeout called, this time I believe by Cardinal Stritch. We've got 4:40 to go here in this second quarter, and while we have a moment, I want to make sure that we remind you that Toledo Sports Network's coverage of girls high school basketball is brought to you by Gladio, Do It Best Home, Jim Murphy and American Family Insurance, Arturo's Pizza, Virtual PCs, Seagate Roofing, our good friends over at Ron's Trailers, IBEW, Local Union 8, Graymont Quarry, JJ Huddle, and of course, Toledo Sports Network wouldn't be Toledo Sports Network without Mike Jameson and Creative Video Imagery. Just some of our sponsors who we give a big tip of the hat to and say thanks for making Toledo Sports Network a reality. So 4:40 to go here in this first half. It's been dominated, of course, by the Green Bears, but for the Green Bears, I think that all the fans are just more than giddy about the fact that they got to see history here so far this evening.
Oh, definitely. And Avendroth, I mean, you can tell she's a special player to watch. She can score in multiple ways, whether it's inside, outside. She made her second free throws. I mean, this girl's the real deal, and so far she's got 14 of Ottawa Hills' 22. So if you're Cardinal Stritch, you're not going to be able to stop her. You can try to contain her with a double team, but defensively, I would just focus on making sure that I'm in position and shutting down those other four girls. Let Avendroth beat us, but right now they just got to communicate better on both ends of the floor to get back in this game.
And here the play broken up by Nancy Rumpf on the pass that was intended for Katafias. So the ball will be inbounded here by Amanda Sine. Right now, good defense here, keeping them outside. And Stritch cannot get inside. Here's Jarecki to Reed, now over to Avendroth. Her shot, no good. Rebound, Reed puts it in.
She's been doing a good job right now of just doing the dirty work for the Green Bears, Mick. I mean, she's getting the rebounds, cleaning the glass on both ends of the floor. That time, getting the equivalent to a garbage goal in hockey. She was just underneath the boards, cleaned up, and got an easy two.
24-4 here with 3:45 and counting remaining in the first half. And we have a whistle as it's going to be thumbs up. Possession arrow goes to Ottawa Hills.
You know, Mick, and if you're Mernon right now, I mean, you've taken over a team that only had 6 wins last year. All of those were in league play. So that's the starting point. But when you take over a team where you've got 2 pretty good seniors and the rest of them are usually underclassmen, are trying to contribute, as in Stritch's case, you basically just got to start with fundamentals. And right now, that's what's killing them. Not just the talent of the Green Bears, but the fact that Stritch has been out of position. That time, good job on the help defense to get the steal, but they've been out of position defensively, and offensively, they're still creating a lot of turnovers from themselves by just not making smart passes. So fundamentally, that's where you got to start when you have a team that only has 6 wins. And they'll get it. This is a pretty tough game to face early in the year.
Now the ball played down low by Niehaus. Niehaus gets it back. Stritch trying to play it around the horn, but that defense of the Green Bears is swarming right now. Sine gets it back over to, I think that was a double dribble, as Catafias had a little trouble with it. And the ball goes back to Ottawa Hills. So with 2:39 to go here in the opening half, Haley Jarecki will sit down, and then we'll pop Jenny Swanger. And what amounted to a body check there, you talk about the hockey vernacular, is that was Brogan Gasser. There's a shot from the outside. No good. Rebound, Catafias. Catafias driving is forced outside here by Arnos. Almost forced the official to take cover as the ball's tipped out of bounds. Will stay with Stritch.
Right idea that time to push it up the floor after she got the rebound. However, she drove herself right into the corner. And Arnos is a pretty good defender, and she's got about 4 or 5 inches on her. And God only knows how much with those arms, too. She's a long defender.
Oh, nice jumper there, running jumper by Marissa Catafias, and it makes it a 24-6 ball game. There's Avendroth for 3. Off the rim, no good. Rebound grab by Sine of Stritch. And Catafias will bring it back up.
Stritch has done a pretty good job on the boards the last 2 possessions, getting in position, boxing out. And that's how you're going to get back in this game a little bit, possession by possession, and make it respectable, Nick.
Wow, talk about gaining flight there. What a move there by Simone Reed to tip it out. I mean, she was airborne. Fans give her a round of applause, as they also give a round of applause to Lauren Avendroth taking a seat. Ball still with Stritch. Moving up here, Sine with a jumper. That's good.
Starting to get in a little bit more of a rhythm here these last couple of possessions for Stritch. They're starting to make a couple of shots that they weren't making earlier in the game. So if you're a Stritch fan, hopefully that gives them confidence going into the second half.
3-pointer there attempted by Reed, no good. Rebound grab by Catafias. $1:20 to go in the half. And we've got a foul. I think it may have been, looks like they called it against Simone Reed.
Yeah, that time she just got a little antsy in the passing lane, stuck her arm out and made a little contact. So right in front of that ref at half court, they're pretty much going to call that every time. But that's just part of the tenacious defensive attitude so far, the Green Bears, and they've done a pretty good job.
Now another steal here by the Green Bears. And we got a double dribble call here against Arnos after she picked the ball off. So the ball will go back over here to Cardinal Stritch. Under a minute to go, 57.7 to be precise. Catafias sends it outside. Here's Zaborski looking for her first 2 points as she misses the shot. Deckenbach sends it over on the left side. Here's a 3 attempt off the rim, no good. A couple of Cardinals fight over and end up turning the ball over. Back down low, Rump moves inside. Here's or rather Arnos tried to go up. And now we have a foul.
Yeah, that time the refs let him play, get a little contact underneath, but then they called a little knick-knack reach-in. So, you know, that's something where you got to be consistent in a game like this, Mick, because in a 24-8 ball game, when fatigue and frustration starts to set in, with the opposing team, things start to get a little bit physical. So they got to make up their minds about what kind of calls they're going to make, because it looked like Rumpf got fouled underneath and then they called a reach-in. So they just got to be a little bit more consistent. Can't make them all, but you got to make most of them.
There's a pass. Is tipped again here by the Green Bears, and Swanger with the steal. Here's Rumpf. Down in the corner to Swanger. Back out to Rumpf. Rumpf looks to go, kicks it back out. Swanger, let's go with a long two. No good. Here come the Cardinals back the other way. Time winding down, just a couple of seconds. They got a turnover, though, as Deckenbach had it, and she just let the buzzer go. So an outstanding first half of basketball for the Ottawa Hills Green Bears as they lead the Cardinal-Stritch Cardinals 24-8 here at the half. We'll be back with more right here on the Toledo Sports Network. Second half about to begin here at Ottawa Hills. The Green Bears with a big 24-8 lead over the Cardinal-Stritch Cardinals here on the Toledo Sports Network. High school basketball game of the week. Mick Gonzalez here along with Mike Bauman. And Baumer, well, what kind of adjustments do you think, if you're Terry Mernon, do you make at the half?
Well, definitely they need to cut down on the turnovers and make better passes. I mean, I would say at least half of the turnovers we saw in the first half, especially in the first quarter, were just bad passes. It wasn't necessarily because of the Green Bears defense, but
great chemistry there between Simone Reed and Lauren Avendroth as Reed finishes.
But 13 turnovers in the first half, though. They just want to try to get in a rhythm offensively. Just get your offensive set, try to get open looks, and make it a little bit respectable.
Oh, errant pass there.
But a big key is communication, and you can tell the difference between where the Green Bears girls basketball program is at and where Stritch's is right now, because on both ends of the floor, each girl in Ottawa Hills knows where the other girl's at. And in basketball, that's very important, especially when you're doing a lot of motion on offense. I mean, you could be at the bottom of the key 1 minute setting the pick, and then on the next second beat up at the three-point line after you put down the screen. So they communicate very, very well, and that's what winning teams do. And Stritch hasn't done a great job of that so far.
Well, a hurried shot there by Marissa Zaborski goes for not. So here's Nancy Rumpf bringing it up now for Ottawa Hills. Avendroth to Rumpf. Nancy Rumpf tries to swing around, and now underneath here's Simone Reed, and Simone Reed is quietly, very quietly taking this game over.
Yeah, she's got 9 points now to go with a few rebounds, and great look by that time. Avendroth coming off that baseline screen. Didn't get the open look she wanted for the outside shot, and she did a nice little dump pass down in to her teammate in Reed, who's having a great game. So far, like I said, 9 points, and she's doing the dirty work underneath the boards.
Oh, another missed shot there by the Cardinals. Avendroth underneath, trying to put it up as Arnos, and it goes. So
Avendroth getting her teammates involved, showing she's just not a scorer out there. But that time, poor job by Cardinal Stritch to not get a body on her and let her get all the way to the basket like that to make that pass.
Now on the rebound, up no good by Niehaus. And we've got a whistle and a foul. So Simone Reed picks up her third foul.
Yeah, that's the only weak spot in her game so far. Is she's a great player. She plays with a lot of tenacity, but in this game anyway, that's been her weak point. I mean, granted, there was at least one foul. I think that it was a little bit of a knick-knack call, but that time, anytime the offensive player gets positioned under the boards like that, Mick, and you bring your hand down, anytime you bring the hand down, whether or not you make contact, the referee's almost always going to call that.
Well, that stand corrected on the foul there on Reed. It actually is going to be assessed to Carolina Arnos. So Arnos with her second foul. And here's the aforementioned Simone Reed, puts up a short jumper, no good. Rebound tipped around. Rumpf gets it underneath, and good solid effort there by Amanda Sine to block that shot, but she got a little bit more than the ball.
Yeah, great job that time by Ottawa Hills to just continue fighting and get their hands on the ball. And that's a problem that Stritch has had tonight too, Mick, is, you know, when they get the ball in their hands on a rebound, on a loose ball, they're not keeping control of it.
Well, they're going to assess the foul here on Marissa Zaborski, so it tells you how sharp my skills are there. At looking at the play, it was behind the player, away from the ball, where the foul was called. So
you see Stritch now dropping into his zone.
There's another shot, and off the mark there.
Trying to force Cardinal Stritch into those early turnovers like they had in the first quarter and early second quarter.
And the shot by Tessa Deckenbach makes it 34-9. 5:25 remaining here in the third quarter.
And so far, all 10 of the Green Bears points have come from people not named Lauren Avendroth.
And there's Tessa Deckenbach again, and she takes the feed from Simone Reed, and that causes Terry Mernon to call a timeout here with 5:11 to go in the third quarter. It is Ottawa Hills 36, Cardinal Stritch 9 here on the Toledo Sports Network, high school basketball game of the week.
The Blue Pacific Grill at Levis Commons is your gateway to great food and fun. A tropical-themed restaurant that offers a unique dining experience where you create your own stir-fry from your choice of meats, seafoods, veggies, seasonings, and our signature sauces. The Blue Pacific Grill at Levis Commons, a touch of the islands right here in Toledo. Join us for lunch and dinner. The Blue Pacific Grill, Levis Commons, Perrysburg.
Back. Ball inbounded here to Marissa Catafias.
She's done a decent job tonight so far for Cardinal Stritch. She's got 4 points, the leading scorer for the Cardinals right now, and she's doing all she can as the point guard to try to set up her teammates.
Here's a three attempt just short. On the rebound put back there. Zaborski was no good, but now another shot no good. Niehaus tried to put it back up. Now it's sent back out, but it's picked off by Rumpf. And Nancy sends it over here for Arnos, who decides to take it back outside. Rumpf now goes inside, uncontested, and puts it up and in. I mean, it parted like the Red Sea there, Mike, and Nancy Rumpf, she looked like she wanted to dish it off, but when that opening came, she just went right for it and put it home.
Yeah, that time, the defenders just trying to stay on their man, but let her get right to the hoop, and that's something that can't happen. When you're in a man-to-man defense, as soon as somebody gets by, you got to have somebody over there to help, or at least drop off their person to come over and try to stop them from getting all the way in the lane like that.
There's Avendroth, cuts inside, nice move, turns, puts it up, no good. Rebound grabbed by Sine. There's Catafias. Marissa Catafias. Stritch trying to break into double digits here. Out top here, Sine swings it around, now down low. And a pass blocked there by Deckenbach, and the Green Bears bring it back up again. Now Avendroth drives to the basket, uncontested, puts it up off the glass and in.
Great dribble drive that time, but once again, no help defense from Stritch, and it still comes down to communication on the defensive end. And if I was Mernon right now, I would think about going back into a zone to try to take away some of that penetration. And there you see the Cardinals, 16 turnovers now on the night after that steal by Avendroth.
Lauren Avendroth drives baseline, goes up, knocked down there by Sine. They battle for it, the thumbs come up, and the possession arrow gives it to Ottawa Hills.
Good job that time by Sine to get her hand on the ball and take away that layup for Avendroth. She did a pretty good job of getting in position there and making sure she didn't get any meat when she got the ball. So good job that time by Sine.
2:56 to go here as the ball inbounded. Jarecki back to Avendroth. Out top, moving in is Rumpf with the shot. She's fouled, and basket was no good, so she'll go to the line and shoot two.
Yeah, Rumpf along with Arnis are those two taller, wiry defenders for the Green Bears, and they've done a great job on the defensive end tonight, getting into the passing lanes, and offensively now they're using that length to try to create scoring opportunities.
And she calmly sinks the first. As Katie Schneider comes in to replace Marissa Catafias for Cardinal Stritch. There's a second free throw attempt by Nancy Rumpf. And that's good. So, Cardinals bring it back down court. Schneider gets it down into the corner. Allie Weber tries to play it underneath, but it goes back over to Ottawa Hills. Or no, wait, check that. It's going to stay with Cardinal Stritch. So Sarah Indereden will inbound as the official wiping the ball off. I don't know what could have gotten on it over in the corner where it went out of bounds. Well, Schneider sends it over here on the left side. Here's a long three, no good. Rebound tipped at Indereden, couldn't get to it. Here's Simone Reed coming back. Fires it over to Avendroth. Avendroth up off the glass and in.
Transition defense has been a huge, huge problem here for Stritch in the second half. When Ottawa Hills gets the rebound, they're hitting the ground running, and the girls for Stritch, partly fatigue, part of it frustration, just aren't getting back.
So the ball knocked out of bounds by Avendroth. It'll stay with Cardinal Stritch.
And she's got roughly a third of Green Bears points right now with 18 on the night so far. And she really hasn't had to carry the load this second half so far, Mick, because the Green Bears have showed they've got a pretty balanced attack.
Schneider tried to go up. She comes up short and goes right into the arms of Simone Reed. Reed drives up, switches hands, and puts it up off the glass. Nice move there by Simone Reed.
I think she's taken the Stritch defense a little bit by surprise tonight. I mean, normally post players aren't as nimble and as quick as players like Reed, but Reed is showing she can play in transition, she can step out and hit the mid-range shot, and she can take the ball down the court too. So,
ball swatted away there by Avendroth.
I mean, what a weapon to have if you're the Green Bears trying to come back and win the tack again when you've got players like Arnis and Rumpf and Reed with that athleticism as a post player. I mean, that's pretty hard to defend for any team. If they're doing this to Stritch tonight, it just shows you the type of talent and how deep this Ottawa Hills team really is.
Minute 20 to go here in the quarter. There's a 3 attempt off the rim, no good. Rebound. Good effort by Schneider to stay in bounds with the ball. Gets it out top. Here's a 3, no good. Rebound, Schneider tries to put it up. Off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Jarecki. Haley Jarecki brings it up. Now Deckenbach plays it back out top. Avendroth, the record setter tonight, or I should say for an achievement tonight for her. And she puts up a long 2, no good. Jarecki played it. It was going to go out of bounds, but it was kicked out of bounds by the Cardinals, so it stays with Ottawa Hills with 40.8 seconds to go.
And right now the Cardinals starting to work in some more of their bench players, and there's just nothing you can do with that. A little lob pass to a girl who's 6 feet tall.
Haley Jarecki puts it home.
Not a whole lot you can do there. And there's another girl that I didn't mention a couple minutes ago, the 6-foot center, and Jarecki, only a junior. So this is a team that's built for the long haul.
No question about it. 20 seconds to go in the quarter. Cardinals turn the ball over. Here is Avendroth all alone. And that makes it 50. Here come the Cardinals. They try to launch one off the board. No good, and the buzzer goes to end the quarter as, well, it was all Ottawa Hills again in that quarter as they open up a big lead here as it's 50-9 here after 3. We'll be back with more right here on the Toledo Sports Network.
Planned and planned. Each moment of your special day just has to be perfect. But you don't want to worry about anything. Just know that you've hired professionals to make your wedding day special. Mike Jameson with Creative Video Imagery has produced award-winning weddings for over 15 years. Our company has the equipment and the artistic ability to capture your day on digital DVD, giving you lasting memories of a day you will cherish forever. Call Creative Video Imagery today or visit our website, Creative Video Imagery, making moments into lifetime memories.
Looking for a great place to enjoy breakfast? Try Monroe Street Diner at 4514 Monroe Street. Monroe Street Diner has the best breakfast omelets in Toledo. Their home fries are signature and they're made from scratch. They'll serve you breakfast anytime. They have all-you-can-eat spaghettis on Mondays and fish fries on Fridays. That's Monroe Street Diner, located across the street from Kroger and Best Buy. Great service, great food, great prices. So come out and join us at Monroe Street Diner, 4514 Monroe Street.
Welcome to Pew's new state-of-the-art facility in Holland, Ohio. Stop by and see our many working products on display that help keep you comfortable.
Now is the best time to save on a complete Carrier air conditioning and heating system from Pew.
A newly designed Carrier air conditioner will help you reduce your electric bill up to 40%. Call Pew now or stop by our new location on Hamilton Drive off Angola Road between Holland, Sylvania and McCord.
Remember, there just wouldn't be a Pew without you.
WMNT TV, channel 48 and 58, the spirit of Toledo.
And we welcome you back here for the start of the fourth quarter.
Same level of passion found in our family's kitchen. Join us for a great lunch or dinner at the Hungry Eye, 6060 Renaissance Place in Sylvania. Graymont in Genoa, producers of Doclamide Lime and Hydrate, serving the community for over 90 years. The plant currently has 60 employees. The safety and development of these employees is a focus for your plant. Over 80% of our employees currently live within 11 miles of the plant. Graymont. For more information about this company, you can check us out on the web at www.graymont.com.
Know that cozy, warm feeling when you cover up with that big comforter? Seagate Roofing can blow in Owens Corning Attic Cat insulation, and your whole house can have that same feeling. Owens Corning Attic Cat is the new way to insulate. In our area, you should have 18 inches of attic insulation. Take advantage of Seagate Roofing's introductory offer. Save money two ways. Our introductory offer and on those rising heating bills. Call Seagate today. Start saving money and stay cozy without the comforter.
244-LEAK Seagate.
With the holidays quickly approaching, that special gift for that special person is becoming harder to come by. Why not make a lifetime of memories your gift to that special someone? A video montage of you or your family makes a fantastic gift for your loved ones, and it's a gift from the heart. Creative Video Imagery can produce a video montage with any type of picture and also insert video and transfer old movies to VHS. Now, time is limited for this holiday season, so call today for a gift that lasts a lifetime, a video montage from Creative Video Imagery.
58-16, the final here at Ottawa Hills High School as the Green Bears dispatch the Stritch Cardinals here in girls high school basketball action. Mick Gonzalez here, Mike Bauman there. Bomber, it was Lauren's night. I tell you, you got to hand it to her. She really got the job done. She didn't just get her 1,000th career point, but she really took charge of this game and led her team to victory.
She did. She was the game's leading scorer, but what I took away from this game is just how well-rounded this Green Bears team is. I mean, coming off a 12-0 league finish last year, they lost a couple of scores, but they also have Arnos. Reed had a good game. She had 15 points, was cleaning up the glass, so they're going to be a force to be reckoned with in attack. And on the other side, Myrnin, this is a tough loss to take, but you're facing a really good team early in the year. And like you said during the broadcast, it's just one game. They've got tenacity on that team. We saw Escobar and Schneider starting to get it done at the end of the game. Catafias running the show. For Stritch right now, though, you got to work on fundamentals, and that was the key tonight. They had 17 turnovers, and you're not going to win too many basketball games with that number. And a lot of those were in the first couple of quarters, and that allowed Ottawa Hills to get their confidence and jump out to that big early lead.
Well, you know, and the thing is again, you know, from that perspective, you've got a lot to grow on here because you've got girls here that are all juniors and seniors on that team. So they've got some stuff to work on, but there's hope and there's a bright future for them if they keep working at it.
Oh, definitely. It's still early in the season. I believe this is their 5th game now. So even though they haven't picked up a W yet, you know, they faced a pretty good team tonight. And obviously in league play to start out like this when you're coming off a 6-win season, that's a pretty tall task, especially on a night where their best player is going for their 1,000th career point. With all the momentum we saw here tonight on Robe Night for the student body here with the Green Bears, they had the backing with the crowd, and they just fed off the energy, got off to a good early start. So Stritch, Myrnin in his first year, just get the girls to work on the fundamentals, and they'll be okay because they do have the size and the tenacity to compete for sure.
Well, that's going to do it from here at Ottawa Hills High School. Got to tip our hat again to the crew for a job well done. We thank them, and we thank you for tuning in here on this great historic night here as Lauren Avendroth gets her 1,000th career point in a 58-16 beating of Cardinal Stritch. For Mike Bauman, I'm Mick Gonzalez saying so long, everybody. And hey, Merry Christmas, as you've been watching girls high school basketball right here on the Toledo Sports Network. Here in a night where we've celebrated career milestone for Ottawa Hills, Lauren Avendroth. She's responded by having an absolutely stellar game here tonight.
Yeah, 20 points to lead the team and complemented very well by her supporting cast. And Simone Reed also has a big game going right now with 11 points.
Jenny Swanger with the travel, so Stritch will get the ball back. And right now, if you're Cardinal Stritch, I mean, Terry Myrnin, you know what? He's got a tough task ahead of him, but he's got some players here. He's just got to try and just kind of bring it all together and make it into one unit.
Yeah, they've got pretty scrappy players out there. I mean, these girls certainly aren't quitting. It's right now, it's just the decision-making skills are pretty poor, especially on the offensive end. To have 16 turnovers, 17 turnovers heading into the fourth quarter, even though you're playing a very good team in Ottawa Hills, probably one of the best you're going to face all year. Certainly one of the top two you're going to face in the tack if you're the Cardinals. But, you know, a couple of times they pulled up for some quick shots and didn't take it all the way into the post, and that's really what they got to work on is their ball movement and communication. It all starts with communication, Mick, and when there's 5 players out there, there's really no excuse not to be communicating.
And the first free throw, the shot there by Allie Niehaus. Simone Reed was called with the foul. It's her third. And Niehaus shooting the second of 2. And she gets it. And the Cardinals get into double digits. And some Cardinal Stritch fans here making some noise. And they know that they got some tough odds, and it's going to be a tough road here. But credit those Stritch fans, man. They are loyal, and they are fervent, and they don't give up on their team. Here is Rumpf. Plays it over on the right side. Mary Zimmerman. Now underneath here, it's put up and in there by Arnes. 52-10. And if you're Stritch, you also have to have a mindset here that here's the shot, no good. Rebound grabbed by Swanger as the Green Bears come up. Rumpf plays it down low. Reed up off the high glass, no good, short. Here is Zaborski with the rebound coming up court. Plays it over on the left side. Sine back out top. Katafias looks to move inside, kicks it outside. Here's a long 3 attempt off the rim, no good. And coming back now is Arnes. Caroline Arnes moves in, goes inside, and she is fouled there by Katafias, but I thought that was a pretty good foul.
Yeah,
she got her hand on her, but she got mostly ball.
Yeah, that was a pretty good job there by Katafias. I mean, pretty good foul, even though she did pretty much get all ball right there. At least she's making her earn it at the line and not allowing those guys to just go in there and score like they were in the third quarter and getting those easy transition buckets. And those are the type of things that you like to see in a fourth quarter like this. When you're losing by 42 points, I mean, you pretty much can chalk this up as a loss.
But like I was about to say here before this before the play continued on here, if you're Cardinal Stritch, the one thing you can take from this is the shot is no good. Swanger with the rebound. Her shot is blocked. And a nice block there by Gabby Escobar. Well, I was saying with Ottawa Hill, or with Cardinal Stritch, even though this is a lopsided loss, it's only a loss, 1. That's all it counts as. It doesn't count for a bunch of them. It just counts for 1. And you got to, just take that mentality going in that doesn't matter how many points Ottawa Hills runs up here. Here's a shot. No good. Rebound. And Arnes misses, and the rebound grabbed by Zaborski, and as she's falling, she dishes it off. Katafias bringing it up court.
And that's a player tonight that I would have liked to have seen establish herself or try to establish herself a little bit more on the offensive end is the co-captain in Zaborski. At 5'10", she's got the height to compete at the post with pretty much every team that they're going to face, because like I said, it's usually a rarity in high school girls basketball that you see too many girls over 5'10" and above, so that gives them a pretty good competitive advantage. And tonight she's taken a lot of jumpers, and part of that will come with time. It's still early in the season. It's only mid-December, but she is going to have to be more of a post presence for Stritch to compete against tougher competition.
Simone Reed with the last basket for Ottawa Hills, and now they get a rebound. Here they come again as Nancy Rumpf plays it to Reed. Reed takes the long jumper, misses her target. It goes out of bounds off of Arnes, so it goes back to Stritch. 4:50 to go here in this fourth quarter.
And that last possession was just what I was talking about with Zaborski. That time she had number 22 on her, Mary Zimmerman, a 5'8" junior, so she's got a 2-inch size advantage right there. And even though the Green Bears are in a zone, that's a point where you take maybe a pump fake and a drop step and just get to the basket and use your size to your advantage.
Oh, a nice block there by Rumpf on Katafias. And Nancy brings it up, and she's fouled as she was able to get between Escobar and Katafias. And let's see who they call the foul on.
Well, so far, I tell you what, I like Escobar's energy for Cardinal Stritch. I mean, Escobar and Catafias, to me, have played with a lot of tenacity. Escobar had that block, I mean, and she's maybe 5'6" on a good day. Escobar, it looks like, maybe even shorter than that, but she's playing pretty tough defense right now. She's not backing down to anybody, and that's the kind of attitude Stritch is going to need to have coming off a 6-win season. You got to play with tenacity, make teams beat you. Don't lose to teams. Make the other team beat you. There's a difference between winning and losing in terms of whether or not you lost or the other team won. I mean, in this game, Ottawa Hills certainly won. But when you're trying to build, that's something that you got to have is a little bit of pride. Make teams beat you. Don't just go out there and just play. Make them beat you.
So that one goes off the hands of Caroline Arness, out of bounds. 4:05 to go.
And that's not to take away from the night that Avendroth has had with 20 points and that Reed's had with 13 points. But when you have 17 turnovers and 15 of those are heading into the fourth quarter, that's beating yourself. And those are the type of fundamental mistakes that you can't make against tough teams. And some of that had to do with the Ottawa Hills defense, but some of it was just careless passing too. And that's what I'm talking about, is make teams beat you, don't beat yourself. And it all comes down to fundamentals at the end of the day with basketball. That's where it starts.
As the ball over along the baseline, they battle for it. It's put up, no good. Rebound Schneider, it's good. And Stritch gets a pair of points. Here's Simone Reed back the other way. Nice turnaround, puts it up and in. Sweet move there by Simone Reed. There's timeout being called. I believe the Green Bears are taking a timeout.
From the kitchens of Italy to you, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen is the home of authentic Italian food. As one of the oldest independently owned pizzerias in Toledo, Arturo's Pizza Kitchen has been serving since 1988. With pizza, salads, award-winning subs, chicken chunks and wings, Mom's own lasagna recipe, and our famous cheese sticks, we have it all. Never frozen, always homemade. Arturo's Pizza Kitchen, 385 East Andres in Northwood. Hungry? Call Arturo's, 419-698-1641.
Since 1938, Gladio Do-It-Best Home Center has been synonymous with hardware, landscaping, plumbing, and your electrical needs. At our all-new store, we have another specialty, trains. Trains are a great hobby for kids of all ages. Gladio leads the way in keeping that hobby alive. They have all the major brand names, plus the largest selection of train accessories. Gladio Do-It-Best Home Center, Navarre, just east of Pearson Park. Gladio, we have great prices, but we specialize in service.
La Scola Italian Restaurant on Airport Highway prepares and serves classic Italian food.
This food is a significant part of our lives. It's the way we were raised. Come share our tradition, our heritage, and of course our food.
Local owners, great food and service. La Scola.
On the job for you for over 100 years. You need a career. You need a future. Local 8 can help you make it happen. Join the men and women who build our community. Become a part of a proud tradition. Build your career. Build your future with the brothers and sisters of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 8. We're on the job for you.
We're on the job for you. We're the local IBEW.
So the Cardinals now. 3:10 to go as they try to add to their score. Here's Schneider, who's had the last 2 points. Right now taking her time, sizing things up. Now looks to cut inside, try to go up there over Grace Petro. And now here the Green Bears with plenty of subs.
Schneider, another one of those juniors for Stritch that, along with Catafias, I'm sure Mernon's going to be looking for a pretty good contribution from her the rest of this year, because she's got pretty good height for a guard. She handles the ball pretty well, and they're going to need to get a little bit more scoring out of her, and that'll come with time. But coming off a 6-win season, she's got to be one of those players that helps step up on this team as well.
Ball is thumbs up, and the ball will stay with Ottawa Hills. looking to swing inside. Here's a short jumper short. Avendroth tried to go back up, but she is fouled there by Allie Weber.
Yeah, Allie knew it too. She gave her a little pat on the butt as she walked by. But hey, once again, make her earn it at the line. You know, you're not in a position where, you know, you really wanted her to give her any more easy points. She gets her 21st on the night. But you know, I'm a fan of good old-fashioned basketball, Mick. You know, you guys were, not to make you feel old here, but
thanks.
You guys grew up. You guys were in the heyday of basketball back in the '80s with those matchups with the Lakers, the Celtics, the Pistons, and the Bulls when Jordan came along, and they played tough defense. Now some of them just played flat-out dirty defense, but you know, I'm a fan of if somebody gets to the basket, you know, don't flagrant foul them, don't do a dirty foul, but foul them so they don't make the shot and make them earn it at the line, and that's what she did on that last play.
Avendroth with too much heat there on that pass, as it'll go back over to Cardinal Stritch. 2 minutes exactly remaining. As Lauren Avendroth comes out of the game.
22 points on the night for Avendroth. But once again, great team effort tonight for the Green Bears. Avendroth's got 22, Deckenbach's got 7. Reed's got 15. I mean, so this is a pretty well-balanced team offensively and defensively. They communicate very well.
And we have a whistle and a turnover here again for Cardinal Stritch.
A great matchup when it comes is going to be Toledo Christian when they play this Ottawa Hills team, because those are arguably two of the tops.
Just to interrupt you for a moment there, what a gutsy effort there by Katie Schneider as she went flying on the floor, kept her feet up in the air not to put them on the ground to get a travel, and her coach calls timeout. So they'll keep the ball with 1:44 to go in the game.
Yeah, she's played pretty fiery. She's an aggressive player, but I mean, when you look at the tack, hopefully Cardinal Stritch, they can finish at least middle of the pack, maybe improve on those 6 league wins that they had last year. But I mean, certainly you got to look at this Ottawa Hills team, and as I just mentioned, Toledo Christian also coming back with a lot of firepower. So it's going to be a fun league to watch this year. A lot of people talk about the City League and the SLL, and sometimes the tack gets a little lost in the shuffle there. But I tell you what, there's a lot of talent in this league this year.
So the Cardinals with the ball here, 1:35 and counting. Schneider sends it over on the right side for Weber, who tries to go inside, kicks it back out. Here's the shot off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed there by Petro. It turned over though, as Weber tried to put it back up. They battle for it there. How about the tenacity there, Gabby Escobar? Now coming back, Green Bears, however, it's stolen here by Schneider. Schneider with the steal and tries to cut inside. I believe she drew the foul here with 1:07 to go.
Yeah, that time Swanger just got her with the body in the transition. Didn't want to give her the easy points. Maybe a little frustration because of the turnover, but in any event, Schneider and Escobar have been playing pretty well here this second half as far as keeping their heads up, staying aggressive against this pretty good Ottawa Hills team.
Time winding down now as here's a 3 attempt, short, no good. She hesitated there a little bit before she shot. Rebound now grabbed by Escobar, up no good. And the rebound by the Green Bears. Here's a turnover again, and a basket. As Katie Schneider with the hoop makes it 58-14. Now a long pass down court. Played back. Here is Zimmerman with the shot, no good. Rebound grab there by Brogan Gasser, and Stritch trying to finish strong. We have a foul here, I believe, on Swanger. Fourth team foul on the Green Bears with 20 seconds to go. Here's a running jumper off the glass, no good. Rebound picked up by the Green Bears as it's played down court, out of bounds there. As Sydney Hoffman tried to play it down low, but it ended up going out of bounds.
Yeah, knocked away by Escobar. I tell you what, she's tough. That girl's a little spark plug. She could probably play fullback for Cardinal Stritch if she wanted to. She's been all over the floor since she's been in this game in the second half.
She's got the energy. Here's coming down court now. Here's the shot up and good. So, Katie Schneider finishing strong as the buzzer goes to end the game. Your final 58-16. And congratulations once again to Lauren Avendroth, as she was able to pick up her 1,000th career point here at Ottawa Hills. As she will definitely be the star of the game here this evening. We'll be back with more right here as we come to you from Ottawa Hills here on the Toledo Sports Network.
I'm here with Lauren Avendroth, the game's leading scorer, but more importantly, you got your 1,000th career point of the night. What's it feel like to get that and get a big victory as well?
It felt really good. I've been waiting for this for what seems like a while, so I'm just glad it's over.
Now, you guys were 19-3 last year, 12-0 in the TAC. What's it like to have the complete team like you've got? I mean, you've got Reed, you've got Arnis. I mean, you guys play pretty good deep in defense, and offensively you communicate as well. It's not just a one-man show here.
Yeah, definitely. We work really well as a team. We gel well together. We're all good friends on and off the court, so it just makes her a perfect team.
Now, what did it feel like when you got that ball on the three-point line? You're wide open. What's it feel like?
It felt really good. I was like, oh my gosh, this better go in, because I just needed it to be over so I could start playing my game like normal.
Now, in the TAC this year, I mean, you guys will have some pretty good competition. You've got Toledo Christian, yourself. I mean, this is going to be a pretty tough league this year. Do you think you guys are maybe a little underrated? Do you think people know about you a little bit now?
I think people definitely know about us, but we just got to continue working hard in practice, and hopefully we'll have some success.
Well, once again, Lauren Avendroth, 1,000 career points, and the victory tonight, 58-16. Congratulations. We'll be back for the close here on Toledo Sports Network.
Welcome to the Hungry Eye, Toledo's original sandwich maker, founded in 1975 and brought back to you for your dining experience. Preparing delicious foods has been a significant part of Gus Nicolaitis and Musa Saluk's lives, and they've brought this back for you. Now the tradition continues at the Hungry Eye. Every dish is prepared